Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a look at some of these charts, basically Bitcoin and Ethereum. All looking good. So we were a little concerned about the way, and this is from Friday night, we were talking about this on the Patreon, saying, look, I'm a little worried about this. I just want to make sure that we get above this 20 moving average on the 4 hourly. It's not that it's going to confirm too much if we remain below it, but it's better to be above it, and now we're above it again. So that's it. That's good. Not only have we broken above it, we've got supported on the 21 and this hourly. 4 hourly candle body on the 10. So it does look like it wants to start pushing its way back up again. And again, you know, when you look at this chart, it's an uptrend. Now we've just got back above the resistances, which is the main thing. Same thing with Ethereum. I mean, look at these candles. I mean, it is uptrending, but now we've got a little bit more clarification above this 20 moving average on the 4 hourly for Ethereum, which probably, and I haven't done it because we were looking at these charts on the Patreon on Friday, and I suggest you join because, you know, try and get a little bit ahead of what I talk about on the morning videos, and you get to ask me what it is that you want me to look at and stuff. So we were looking at quite a lot, and they were almost all doing the same sort of thing. And so you'll obviously know more about what chart it is that you wanted me to check and what relationship that now currently has with its moving averages. But just flicking across the board, you know, we're actually okay on some of these more weaker charts. Look at XRP coming in for the golden cross now, not just supported above the 4 hourly 20 moving average, but above everybody, and you know, in a bit more of a convincing uptrend. Now I know that they had some good news which resulted in a pump and a dump. New York City apparently now able to buy XRP. Whoopie-doo. It's not nothing, it's something at least. But it's helped the chart. So this is not an upside down chart anymore. This has started to turn up. The only problem is that the daily has got a death cross that still needs to be reclaimed. 56.58 cents. We'll have a look at SHIB. SHIB on the 4 hourly, again, just managing to reclaim. So these are just a couple. You know, the most important ones to look at, obviously, are going to be Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they look good to me. They look like they're ready to pump up. And this is good. I've used the word good quite a lot for good reason. It's because it all looks good, all right? So the Bitcoin dominance, still finding that support there. We do have to think about that and what that actually means, you know, because that is a support, a decent support, a support that might even demolish altcoins later on down the line. But for the moment, we might probably be looking to retest it. Because again, Ethereum's ETF now been approved. It didn't really dump much, to be fair. Everything moved along with stocks. Stocks basically did the same sort of thing. We just sort of moved up, then dumped down, and then got picked back up. So we're looking at that across the board for, you know, Bitcoin. We've moved up, dumped down, and moved back up. So it's all very much the same as stocks. It's not much different. So if we focus on trend, trend is good. And again, trend is good for Ethereum. Trend is good for SHIB. Trend is good for XRP. I'm not going to go through every altcoin under the sun because I think there's about 20,000 of them now. But I would imagine most of them are following the same sort of setup, which means when there's power in numbers, especially when Ethereum's knocking on the door, basically, the dominance chart has a better chance of breaking down. So we'll be looking for 53.5%. So that's what shaving 1% more off this dominance chart. And if you get down to that level and close down there, I know that that's where a bounce would take place, but you'd have a short signal from the Ichimoku cloud at that point. We've got a negative cross, we've got a red portion of the cloud, we're below the cloud, just waiting for the Chiku span to close below the cloud, you get a short signal. We also have hidden bullish divergence, so again, the bulls fight the bears continuously. And with this, you know, we've got an incoming short signal with, you know, momentum brewing to the upside. So let's not look at the dominance chart like it's, you know, absolute gospel. It's definitely got to do something because there's a setup on it. I think the best thing to do is to focus on Ethereum and Bitcoin, which are in an uptrend. The Total 2, which is in an uptrend as well, and most altcoins, which are all in uptrends as well. So with all of that said, I believe at this stage now we should be continuing with the uptrend. So dollar cost averaging should continue. getting ready to buy dips, really. If not, you've already bought this dip, and if you haven't bought this dip, it's up to you where you buy it. I'm going to tell you where to buy. But looking at the charts this morning, I'm happy to buy right now a variety of altcoins that I wanted to add to my portfolio. I was hoping for lower. I got low. I was hoping for lower, and I might do, but I am putting in another 10% of my cash into altcoins today. I'm not going to go and tell you which ones, because that, again, I'm not a punt signal group or anything like that, and I don't want to lead you down, a poor financial route. But the Patreon suggested, again, the Patreon, I'm speaking about it like it's some kind of external force to me. On the Patreon, we looked at a lot of charts, and a lot of them looked good. And we were just waiting for some kind of little bit more confirmation that we're going to continue with the uptrend, and I believe that we've got it now. So I am looking for further upside, possibly even dramatic upside, over the next month or so, really, at least over the next few weeks. Now, what chart you choose is completely up to you. I've got my pet favourites, and if you want me to look at stuff, again, send me a comment, in the video or something like that. Send me a comment, and I'll see if it's worth talking about. Otherwise, just join the Patreon, because it's easier that way. We look through loads of them. We get forced to look at charts we might not necessarily ever look at, and we can make trades on things that we would never have even dreamed about. Because again, there's power in numbers. It's a community. We all look at stuff together and work out what's what, who's who. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. There's nothing much more to say other than I think we're going up. Way. And if we don't, then, well, that's unfortunate. But I think we are. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.